Okay, Monday morning. Been here a couple hours. The first truck was supposed to show up 9. Well, it showed up at 10. We've now gotten 2 loads in to fill in this last little piece. Of course, they're going to have to backfill this too now that they knocked it down last night. We'll have to dump a couple loads up here, get this filled in right across here, and we should be about good for dirt. I'm hoping they'll come out right away and level it, but with this dirt company, I have little faith of anything with these people. Like I said yesterday, I was pretty disappointed. There's no reason they shouldn't have just finished this yesterday. Had they got started at a decent time and worked decent hours. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't control that. Wire guys stuck around a while last night. I mean, it was dark when we left, but they did get the second wire pulled and tied in here. We did have to go get them. I keep calling these wire ties. I'm not sure what they called. But it's a aluminum wire. It's got aggregate on the insides of those spirals. And they actually loop this around the insulator and then run the wire. Here it makes a full wrap back and put 2 of the twists on the wire to help pull it this way. On the poles, this will actually spread out and go 2 directions. And this will get a full wrap. This end will get a full wrap around the insulator. It'll end up basically crossed like this with one going to the right, one going to the left. Get wrapped around the wire so that the wire is basically tied to the insulator via this aluminum loop. So they were short on them, so we picked up 10 more of those this morning before I come out. They have everything else they need to finish this wiring project. Basically run down the pole, there's a board they have to mount on there that the meter will get mounted on. They just mount the board. They'll put a little breaker shutoff switch there. Below that, they'll put an outlet, and that will be our temporary service to feed the construction a single outlet, one outlet. But anyhow, it's better than nothing. So the goal was to have power in here and water in here before we started construction. That way, when we get ready to start, we have everything we need here for utilities. So getting this completed today, which they said they had planned on coming out here and would get it done. I mean, there's not much left to do. But they needed 10 of these, so evidently they got to go back down these poles and put some more on because they ran out. But there's no reason they shouldn't get this done today. Then the only thing left would be to tie it in with the power company. We're going to wait to do that until we get ready to actually start construction, because the temporary power is a flat rate with no meter. It's $15 a month for the one plug-in. And there's no sense us paying that when there's nothing here to do and nobody to do anything. So we'll just hold off a month before we get ready to start. We'll just have them hook up the other end and we'll be ready to go. Water, push come to shove, we can get a pump and pump water out of the pond to get water to make concrete. But the intent is, once they get this graded, we're going to come up here, we're going to stake out the house, and then we're going to spot the well. And before we leave here in 3 weeks or whenever it is, 3 weeks, because we plan on leaving town here on the 20th, which is, and today's the 30th, I believe. 31 days in January, so yeah, it'd be 21 days, it'd be 3 weeks from today, I think we're leaving, actually. So somewhere in the next 2 weeks, get a well drilled here. Going to be somewhere back over in this corner, because I want the gray water and black water tanks back here. Black water will be back here toward the pond side. Gray water will be over here somewhere on this side of the house, further away from the pond and the well. But once we get this thing laid out, we know where we want the house. We'll stake it out, put strings on it, and we'll pop a video on that to show you. Hell, we'll probably even show you putting the stakes up and putting the string out like we did back home last summer. And if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to that video up here, and we'll see how closely this process resembles the one we did 6-7 months ago back in the backyard. Okay, that's all I got for now. Not going to be a lot going on today. Just finish up the electric, finish up the truck, so I'll probably won't do much videoing today. Maybe do an update toward the end of the day, and that'll be it. But yeah, be back in just a minute. See, that was less than a minute in your time. In reality, it's hours later, but it's about 3:15 right now. We did get most everything accomplished today, or it looks like we're going to have it all accomplished. The dirt trucks started showing up late, but they did show up. And you know, yesterday they worked a partial day and act like they didn't give a crap about anything. Well, then today they were all gung-ho. They didn't have another job site, so they started just dragging dirt in here, back up on top, and dumping it everywhere. I got a little upset, so I got Pit on the phone, got her out here from the village, and just told them, look, we agreed yesterday this was done, this was it. Y'all took off, we're done. Finish up the front, get out of here. I was just done with it. So anyhow, after a little bit of negotiating, we decided we would take 3 more loads, that's it. Well, we already got 6 loaded. Don't care. We need 3 more, that's it, we're done. Well, you can have them for free because they're already loaded. So they gave us 3 extra loads. So now I got more dirt out front than what I need. I told Pit, we just need to let these guys finish today, pay them, get them out of here, and be done with them, never talk to them again, because I'm really disappointed in this dirt crew. If we need anything else done, we'll get the ones that helped us with that rice road last night. He's working on final grade right now. Well, their final grade, not mine. I'm not even going to bitch about what it looks like, because it won't do any good, and we'll go through it again once we start building and get proper grades on it. But anyhow, he should be done here in another 15 minutes or so. Pit was all worried about the water running off the edge and washing away their dirt. She thought it was going to end up in Ho Chi Minh City or something, I don't know. But anyhow, so she asked to put a canal all the way around it so it doesn't wash out. Not a bad idea, I just don't think it's necessary. We didn't do that last time and it never went anywhere, so whatever. It's done. He's doing it, no big deal. The guys just finished up all the power 20 minutes ago. As you can see down the line there, we got 2 power lines, all the poles. You can see they're crooked poles, which we all seen the video yesterday and what happened with this pole right here. But look at that one over there, it's the 3rd one down. And the next one beyond it, they're both leaning way sideways. But like I said yesterday, I don't care about those. I don't have to stare at them. This one's square, that's all that matters to me. So they did get the lines in, they got it pulled down, they wired it up to the little disconnect shut-off switch, and it's got 3 outlets in there for power supply. That's what we'll use for construction. Once the house is built, the power company will come in. They will take those lines that we got coiled up on the pole, drop them to where they need them, cut them off, put in a meter, and then reconnect whatever we do on this end. Which I don't agree with this either. They left all my cable up there on the line, and we're going to have to cut it because we're going to need it to run from the pole into the house before the power company comes. So I don't know. I wasn't going to argue with them. Just get it done and get out of here. So the only thing that's left on that is hook up the 2 wires on the other end. And as I said before, we're not going to do that until right before construction starts. When we need power here, that's when we'll do it. I am thinking about putting a solar street light on that post though, just to kind of light this area up at night, but we'll see. They're pretty cheap. All I have to do is borrow a ladder and climb up there and bolt it on and be done with it. We did rebuild the office. It got pretty sunny and warm today, even though it's breezy up here, which is great, but if you just stand in the sun, it's hot. So we built that, and it's pretty nice under there. We do have the makeshift road in there. It's not worth a crap, but like I said, I'm just going to get this guy out of here and be done with it, and I'll regrade it later. So anyhow, that's where we're at today. We will come out. I think the plan now is tomorrow to come out, stake out the house, the building, and spot the well. Once we get the well spotted, then we'll be able to track down some well drillers and get them in here. They were wanting to start tracking them down today, but I told them I didn't want to do anything until I was sure these clowns had finished their circus. I mean, overall, it don't look bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm disappointed in this dirt crew. Everything else is okay. The wire guys, I mean, not a big deal. They had the snafu with the trees, but it slowed us down a little bit. But other than that, they did okay. The pond is filling up. I think we're probably around 5.5 feet deep right now. And we got some marks on the side over there that we're watching, so every day it just gains a little. Don't know how much deeper it's going to get though. I think it will get another couple of feet, but that's it. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here. We should be done here in about another 15-20 minutes. I haven't been out of here before dark yet this week, but today it's going to happen. So we'll just go relax a little bit and maybe go out to dinner, make a couple Leos, and that'll be our day. So questions, comments, or thoughts, put them down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And it's Swamp Pit over there on the chair, half asleep. And Kenny, thanks for watching.